So at the end of the last video, we created something that looked like this. We changed the title, we edited this header here, and we did that through cPanel. Log back into cPanel. cPanel is like a backend to our server that we can edit our web page. I talked about that in the first video. Make sure to write down your username. I almost forgot mine. Like I said in the first video, there's a lot of overwhelming stuff here, but we do not need to worry about any of that right now. Let's just go into File Manager. The document root is good. Now we are inside of the File Manager, specifically under the public HTML. As you can see here, it's bolded, and its files are over here. These files mean different things, which we'll get to, but for now, we're just interested in this home HTML. And you can see a lot of similarities between the home HTML and our page, which is, on a live server. The first thing we changed was the coding experience. We made that the title. This title said something else, but let me just add the coding. Let's say that's not enough. Let me add an exclamation mark, and I save the changes, and we go back to the page. You'll see that your title now has an exclamation mark. So now it's the coding experience. If we go back to the home HTML file we opened in cPanel, we also noticed another similarity which we changed. It now says enjoy the experience. As you can see here, we'll go back to the code and change this to an exclamation mark. Save the changes, refresh the page, and then boom! Enjoy the experience. This is actually pretty cool, guys. You're already changing your first web page without any help from a builder or anything. You edited the code yourself, which is important. You want to understand computers, not be used by them. Now, clicking on your browser, going to GoDaddy, signing into GoDaddy, clicking Manage My Domains, Manage Hosting, Manage the coding experience, File Manager, Document Root, Home HTML, and Edit. Just finally to get to being able to work on our page. And on top of that, you still have to have an internet connection to do that. Let's do a more modern way of doing things. Let's get a text editor that will allow us to keep our files locally on our computer, work on our web pages, without getting on the internet and turning it into a two-step project instead. Now, a text editor is just this, a system or program that allows a user to edit text. That's all a text editor is. I guess if you wanted to, you could type a paper in a text editor. I wouldn't recommend it, but you could. We'll type in text editor, and you can really get any of these. I know Notepad++ is a pretty popular one. I always have just used Sublime Text. It's free. Download it for Windows. It's free, but they ask for a donation or they want you to pay them, but they never demand it. So respect to Sublime Text, really looking out for people who want to learn how to code. Open up the file to get it downloading to your actual computer. Save it wherever you like. Click Next. Install. Go to where you saved it, click on it, and just like that, you have an open text editor. Now, we want to be able to create text in here that we can upload to our site. Now, unless we want to go to GoDaddy just to upload our files every time we want to make a change to our website, we need to get another kind of software called FTP, File Transfer Protocol.